Previously on the Mike Knoxxx Show.
These people put their bodies in a line, and then fans do this. This is what fans do. One more time. One more time. One more time. Does somebody have to die in the ring? Why does it take this type of match for AEW to seem to get over? I don't want to say get over, but set themselves apart as the alternative to WWE, but you're damn near having death matches. And this is for fans' entertainment, and their premise is it's not for kids. It's the place for wrestlers that wrestle. Are you sure? Because this is like the place that y'all just having street fights all the time. What point should us as wrestling fans or anybody that's watching, like, why should Turner or WB Discovery, why should they extend your television contract and you're giving us this? Right? Like, this doesn't say, like, in my opinion, strictly my opinion, this doesn't scream we want to bring in new fans.
Drums, please.
Viewers may find the following video disturbing.
This ain't nothing but healthy conversation.
Yeah. Perfect Plex Radio. We about to go live on him. Mike Knoxxx. That's with 3 X's because he's hardcore. Are y'all ready? We about to give y'all something special. You ready? Let's go! At the money, now you're all what you getting in. Perfect Plex Radio, got them listening. Mike Knoxxx, from Cena to The Rock, or whatever wrestler is hot. News and interviews, this a one-stop shop. Matter of fact, let me give you more choices. You can call in and be the voice with the voiceless. So what you waiting on? Let's get it cracking. Let's talk wrestling, that's enough rapping. Perfect Plex Radio. Simply, we about to give y'all something special. You ready? Let's go!
It is a pleasure, my pleasure, to be back in the building today, people. Welcome to the Mike Knoxxx Show, and I'm your illustrious, vivacious, Golden Pipes host, because damn it, I've been celebrating 21 years of motherfucking marriage this week, y'all. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. Hold on, let me do my praise dance. Y'all can't even get laid for 21 days. You can't even go without 21 days without marijuana. You can't even go 21 days and go to work on time. You can't go to church for 21 days. You damn sure don't pay your tithe and offering. But you know what I do? You know what I did? I got 4 kids by 1 woman. I got all my kids are very well-mannered, beautiful kids. And you know what? My wife is beautiful too. And I'm gonna talk pro wrestling because my wife lets me talk my shit. But always, people, welcome to the program. Welcome to the show. The pros. What's going on, Charmaine? The pros, ayatollahs, and rock and rollers all listen to. First of all, let's give some credit to the people backstage holding me down. Okay? I mean, see, you can't be successful without people behind you being successful. So I want to say thank you to Victorious Ones podcast. That's King Vaughn Jr. holding me down. I want to thank God to my man who held me down last year when I was here. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna say this part because I can do it. And he got thick skin. And, you know, to be frankly honest with you people, I'm not sure my skin is all that thick. You know, I'm a little emotional at times. I'm getting old, right? But anytime I say, I don't think I'm gonna do a show today, I got you. You know what I'm saying? He likes to take over an hour. And listen, frankly, I can't blame it because people here on Unpopular Review be kind of jealous a little bit because, you know, they got to review this, they got to review that. Mike Knoxxx can do what the fuck Mike Knoxxx wants to do because, frankly, it's called the Mike Knoxxx Show. So, thanks to him holding me down, that is the Z is Silent, the SmackDown Penitentiary every single Saturday at 12 o'clock.
Welcome to the SmackDown Penitentiary.
Longest Vic's on time. So, with that being said, people, we have a lot to talk about today. There was a plethora of wrestling, and why was there a plethora of wrestling today? Oh, I know why. because we had the season premieres of wrestling. We had SmackDown. We had Raw. We got my nephew backstage getting his head rubbed right now with his curly ass hair. I want to let you know right here, right now, nephew, you got something coming this year. All right, but it's going to stay at daddy's house. Okay, it's going to stay because I'm getting him a belt, Dice, and he going to have a better belt than you. How about that? He can say big kids in the chat. How about that? Okay. But it's always hold me down. It's just what's going on, everybody out there? What's going on, Jeffrey? Welcome back. What's going on? I had some people up there. I'm sorry. Shit. What's up, Dennis and everybody else checking it. Thank you. We putting it back up there. But we got a lot to talk about today, y'all, because frankly, wrestling the last week since I haven't been here has been just really crazy. You know what I mean? It's really been crazy. And they're not in my, Mike Knoxxx moments of the week. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Like, and I'm gonna keep it a buck, right? I'm gonna keep it a 100. But they say no cap, right? I gotta be careful when I say that shit, Dice and Vaughn, because certain people, when I say certain words like, oh, that's a bop, that ain't your word. Well, last time I checked, I'm still alive, right? So I can still say that's fresh. I can say that's hot. I can say that's the bomb. I can say that's the bomb diggity, no doubt. I can say all that shit because I'm alive. I wasn't supposed to make it past 25. Joke's on your punk ass. I'm still alive. So I can say what I want to say. Right? So with me saying what I want to say a plethora. Ready, Vaughn? Here it come. A smorgasbord of wrestling to talk about because last week, right? He's in the last week on the Mike Knoxxx Show, you seen Dice talk about the Tony Khan situation. So I always try to put something AEW in my top 5 moments because I feel like I have to. And I thought about it this past week, right? That wasn't worthy of having a fucking top 5 moment. I'm just being honest, okay? And I want people to also say this. Yes, I'm a WWE guy. No, I'm not the head coffee pourer like my man backstage. But you know what, though? I take a cup, okay? All right? With my own name on it. Matter of fact, I take a Thanos cup because I'm going to snap these motherfuckers back to reality. What's going on, Freckles? So, what gets to me is the fact that what's going on, man? Is that wrestling fans have to understand something. Yes, it's all cool to have an alternative. It's actually great to have an alternative. But you know what comes with an alternative? Alternative way of thinking. And some people may think this way. Look, we got our very own Tamara on our program. Absolutely loathes WWE conversations. When she does a show, I hit up the executive consultant, which, by the way, what the fuck are you really executive consulting? I'm just curious, okay? But I go, she hates WWE. Keep her on AEW. But her conversation still is valid. It's still important. But I like that when she's on because it gives you a different take. Well, my take is this. Flat out, period. Their AEW this past week was ass. No Big Sean. If you don't got the Big Sean album, shame on you. Pretty fire. Check it all out today. But my Knoxxx moments of the week, it's pretty easy this week. Pretty, how should I say this? It's a Mike Knoxxx special.
Hey, this is Matthew Brittle, the King of Bros, and you're listening to the Mike Knoxxx Show on Unpopular Review, bro.
And so with that being said,
week to week, pro wrestling continues to impress and evolve from AEW to TNA to NXT and even Raw and SmackDown. Check out these top 5 Mike Knoxxx moments of the week.
Go Birds! All right, so this week, I'm going to keep it a buck, right? I'm going to keep it a bean. It was very underwhelming for sure, right? I'm taking this hat off, right? I'm trying to look cute like Dice and all, but it's too damn hot, Dice. It's okay for that damn hat. I'm in this bitch. The lights is on me. You know what I'm saying? I got the fans right here. I'm still in this joint sweating, man. I take that damn hat off. Try to look all sexy. For who? For what? Right? But honorable mention goes to this moment right here. And I'm going to tell you why, right? And I'm going to keep it up. That's my word today, right? I always have a word of the week every week, right? I'm going to keep it a buck this week, right? The buck I'm keeping is sometimes I ask my friends questions because I'll just be out of touch. I'll be out of reality, with certain things, right? I'm an older fella. So I was like, Dice, Are people really asking for this? And I said, he's like, yeah, people are. But my take when I asked him that question was because, when the fuck don't become Wade Barrett fans? That's all I want to know. If you guys are Wade Barrett fans, right? Not after the fact. Because that's what y'all do. When Jonathan Horatio Rodriguez, Tom Brady Sr. finally retires, they are going to respect that motherfucker. You should respect him now. Roman Reigns, oh, ain't that a bitch? Now you want Roman Reigns. Now we want Roman. But when Roman was there before, you didn't have nothing to say about Roman.
Mike Knoxxx, sorry to interrupt you. However, we have breaking news. Ain't this a bitch? Now you want to acknowledge your tribal chief, Roman Reigns. This is just one of the reasons why this bloodline story is the greatest storyline in wrestling history.
Don't stop interrupting my ass. All right? I'll tell you that, damn artificial intelligent people. Shit. But, okay, hey, I've been offensive. Listen, if the shoe fits, then we must acquit. I ain't talking about you. But y'all know who the hell I'm talking about. You. Don't be hiding back there. You know your ass wasn't no Wade Barrett fan. Stop it. Not even King Barrett had you being a fan. Oh, some bad news, Barrett? Where's your fucking shirt at? Huh? Where's your shirt at? I don't want to hear it. But I did like this moment. Frankly, I'm going to tell you why I like the moment, though. No broke back. I like when my man Drew McIntyre, DM Hunk, comes out there in the kilt. I think business is about to pick up when that man has a kilt on, right? It's just because it's a different attitude he possesses when he comes out there in a kilt, right? So this is an honorable mention because will it happen? Does Wade got one more match in him? It's been a couple of years. Let's see what happens with that. Also, honorable mentions. I'm sorry, y'all. The beatdown of the Terror Twins activate was hilarious to me. First of all, fuck the Terror Twins. Not against you, Rhea Thickley. Just overall, I am not a fan of the name. That is the stupidest name. I guess what, y'all? You can at me, Vaughn, on this shit. I don't give a motherfucker. Okay? Shockmaster was a better name. I said it. I didn't say he was a better wrestler. I didn't say that. Toot, toot. I didn't say Tugboat was better. I said the name Shockmaster is better than the Terror Twins. I hate the name. Okay? And then all of a sudden they get saved by the Yeet Master himself. Eat, sleep, yeet, repeat. And then all this news about Uncle Rikishi coming over the weekend because he made a comment on his podcast about they better make sure they treat their boy right. They better make sure they treat that boy right because there's other people out there like who? Oh, somebody gonna say, AEW, Michael, what are you talking about? They paying people. Should we be happy for Bryce Young? He got benched today, right? But he's a millionaire, right? So there's two sides of the coin. Just flip it. One side, you're paid. Who cares? He can go to AEW and get paid. Second side of the coin is he'd be in the same fucking position he's in right now. He'd be hot for a moment, then he's not. Okay? That's my people. Did y'all not see Collision? Audience? Frankly, I still call bullshit with that crowd. If that was a real crowd an hour into Collision, then they got problems. They need to do what WWE did. They need to get a goddamn studio and just film it in the studio like TBS used to do back in the day for WCW, NWA. Jay is the most over. I'm not sure if he's as over as he used to be at this point, right? I've said this about wrestling for many, many, many moons. You can push. If there's no payoff, then what's the use? Street Profits, the same thing, okay? The Street Profits are getting pushed, but they never, even when they have their titles, it don't feel like they won the titles because they're not promoted properly. He is being promoted like a motherfucker, but he ain't winning matches. And we all know if you're an intelligent wrestling fan, this is the show for the intelligent wrestling fan, the Mike Knoxxx Show here live on Unpop Review Wrestling. Please make sure you like, follow, subscribe, hit the bell notification so we go live. Ding! You know it, but frankly, I speak loud, I am loud, and frankly, fellas, if you're not making loud, that's your problem. My name is Mike Knoxxx. It's spelled with 3 X's. Don't believe me? Yeah, Dice. It's been 16 years in the making. Ask that whore that you dated. Okay? He says it's getting old, y'all, but guess what? Until I'm dead, it ain't gonna go away. Okay? So how about that? But I just don't get this whole thing, right? Because let's just be honest here. Let's be honest. He's losing. He's not gonna be Braun Breaker at all. Neither is Sami Zayn. He's not gonna be Gunther. It's not going to happen. But the moment was pretty cool. That's why it's an honorable mention. Okay? But I did love what they did. I'm a big fan of the new Judgment Day. Finn Balor, they're finally giving my man his stripes back like he deserves. Okay, he deserves more and more and more and more. I love him. And Dirty Dom and Liv Morgan. She has a shirt that says nobody puts Daddy Dom in a corner. Dang, baby, can you get that shirt for me? I mean, like, wear it for me, right? Huh? Yeah, I know nobody can put me in a corner because my mouth is too big, but so is my body. I know, but still, you can't be putting baby in a corner. Okay, love that shirt. My fifth. That's not even a word. Number 5 on my top moments of the week. It was the steel cage match, y'all. SmackDown starting off. Rikishi going to be upset with Jay when Jay loses. He might as well get mad right now, Jack. Do you think that I love Finn's new music, but again, I was in a bar when I heard it, so let me play it again tonight and ask me that question next week, okay? Just to be fair, all right? Because I want to say I'm being a mark when you say that, right? Like, I don't fucking know. It might have stuck for all I know. I don't. Ask me next week. But I thought, hey, first I'm going to say this and go back a little bit. For the season premiere week that they had, it wasn't all that great. I'm going to say that not because the shows wasn't great. Historically, on season premieres, especially SmackDown, they have rolled out the whole entire red carpet. Okay? We go back to when I stopped watching wrestling, when Brock came and took the title off of Kofi. That moment was still huge. When The Rock, they had huge, what'd you say? Oh, I know I'm big. Moments on SmackDown, and it just was amazing, and they didn't live up to that. However, to start off with this cage match, I thought was magnifique. I love this match. I love the way that first of all, the new SmackDown logo. And listen, wrestling fans, just listen. Come here. Listen, I know that your whole entire life revolves around likes and comments. It's okay. They do make you feel good. I said all the time, birthdays come, man, I'd be like, I don't even know who this motherfucker is, but he said happy birthday, thanks, right? So I get it. I understand. But if your dumbass cannot see that says SmackDown and not Smack On, y'all gotta stop. Okay, wrestling fans, you try to be so funny that you sound stupid. You smoke crack, don't you, Sams? Okay, I ain't think so. So this shit clearly says SmackDown. So that's what I said, new logo. Now, do I like the new logo? I think it's actually pretty fucking clean. I think it's a really clean and smooth logo. I absolutely do love this logo. But to start off the show like this, I thought was really, really good. I thought the match was really, really good. Shout out to my man Sandman, who was like, oh, I know why they call him Solo, because he never wins a match. Because it's just funny. He's only won one match in the last few years. But I thought, and my girl from NXT, Alicia, I want to love you so much. But baby girl, can you do me a favor, please? Can you please take a hot comb to that shit, girl? Put some weave in there or something. Damn. Just making me mad. It's all like a bunch of spiders up there in your head. Just do something with it. But the beatdown, it was on. Okay? The cameraman in the ring, all this, they beat Cody's ass until the original tribal chief, the only tribal chief, came back. See, he had his hair down because that's Samoan Jesus right there. That's why his hair was the Samoan Jesus, right? Came out, whooping ass. Oh, what happened? I think some shit got fucked up. We'll be back. I love Alicia too, but no, she needs to change that shit. Jack, no offense, but you would say that you have, spiders on top of your head too. It's okay. Nobody. They started off with the mega science. Technically, yes, they start. Well, technically, that song came out before the show came out. So technically, that's an intro. We don't count intros. Number 4, I'm going to go back to number 3 because somehow something was wrong in there. That was messed up. I'm going to come back to number 5 because I got some more pictures in there for that. But number 4, I got to just say this, right? As a Bret Hart fan, and we retired it. It's gone. It's no longer here, people. But this is. Okay, so it was perfect because everybody assumed Gunther was going to say, oh, my favorite wrestler was Shawn Michaels. And he goes, no, it was Goldberg. And it's a running joke on Unpopular Review between Jack and DJ of the Goldberg situation with Bret Hart. And in the words of the executive consultant, Bret definitely signed off on that. Okay, Brett wasn't letting nothing happen that he didn't agree with. But I thought that moment, to me, this is the moment that made me like Gunther. Are you happy now? Okay, because it's showing his motherfucking wrestling matches that y'all keep fucking salivating over and slobbing over like it's some corn on the cob. Okay, it just ain't. Okay, so he's. I'm not saying he's bad. I'm not saying Gunther's not a good wrestler. I'm not saying Gunther's not a great wrestler, but I think he's overhyped by you guys. I can't. They say, oh, he's never put on a bad match. Well, it was a way better choice. But I also think the people he's been in matches with are all top guys. Let me see Gunther go against somebody like Bronson Reed. Not a top guy, not known for being the in-ring great that he is, and then tell me he had a great match with Gunther. That's what makes a great wrestler. Every match that Gunther has had has been with the best in the cream of the crop that the company has had to offer. That's my opinion. Goldberg isn't whack, Charmaine. Have you not watched the TV show The Goldberg? She's a great gym teacher. Okay. Number 3, though, and I brought this up for a reason because I thought this was great between these two. Their interaction between RKO was amazing. That's Randy and Kevin Owens, by the way. All right. And then this way. Just look at this right here. Let's just sit back and acknowledge this for 1 second and tell me what the fuck is wrong with this picture. Seriously. Y'all do know these are two fucking of the greatest heels in wrestling. In their faces right now. This is horrible. This is why it's in my top moment because somebody's going to turn on somebody. It's simple. When is it going to happen? Okay? Because somebody is turning on somebody, and that's a fact. Hopefully, it's Kevin Owens and not Randy. Well, shit, fuck it. I hate Randy as a face. I said it. What? Y'all want to talk about my girl, right? Y'all say all the time, well, Mike, I'm just saying, Charlotte Flair, she's only good as a heel. She's a shitty face. You know who else is a shitty face? Randy fucking Orton. I said it. Hey, it's okay.
Charlotte Flair is the greatest women's wrestler of all time. Tell me when I'm telling lies.
And just like Randy Orton, she's a horrible face. At least I can admit that. Okay, that's all I'm saying. But I'm waiting for that heel turn to happen. But number 2, I did have more pictures. I just got my shit all fucked up, right? So number 2 was this, y'all. Y'all like, if this is number 2, then what the hell was number 1? We'll talk about that in a second. Number 2 is this shit right here. And I said, yeah, I know what I said. I said shit, right? I said this shit right here. Because who's this helps out more? Does Cody really need Roman that bad to get over? Because Cody has not been as big as they thought he would be winning that title. Granted, I think it's also booking that has not put Cody where he should be. Okay? Roman's Roman. Roman's nuclear. He needs nothing from nobody to get over. The bloodline itself, as we said it 1,000 times, it is the greatest storyline in wrestling history. Hashtag wrestling is storyline. And I keep trying to tell you fools, hashtag death to dirt sheets. Okay? This is the greatest storyline of all time. But Cody and Roman, as it was named on the SmackDown show this past Saturday, is this the 2-man power trip part 2? Here's why I would disagree with that statement. Because they were two arrogant some bitches that were both kind of heels when that happened. Right? So their philosophy was taking over everything. Cody's a huge face, right? But their rivalry, I'm waiting for. We talked about this last night. This is bullshit. Cody needs to be out. What this is what it is. This is helping Cody, right? Cody needs Roman, then Roman needs Cody needs Roman, and that's sad though. But I like to see a Roman Cody part 3, right? I know 100% once Cody won the belt, it would be go. Listen, we said it from the beginning, Mr. Lopez. We said it from the beginning. It's once he wins the title, then what? Right? We always talk about it. You have people who are great. I need heel ring, yeah. And I'm hearing stuff like, well, Cody's turning heel. Cody turning on Roman? Roman's already a heel. You know, fans are cheering at me, putting ones up, and I know what you guys are going to say. He's a face. There's nothing face about Roman at all. You see this shit? This is not a face thing. Okay? And I'm just going to say, executive consultant, if you're still listening, well, now he's a tweener. You're an executive consultant. You're smarter than that, if that's what you're thinking, just by the way. No, he's not a tweener. He's fucking Roman Reigns. His whole persona of the tribal chief is heel. This in itself is heel. He puts his hand out. He gives him a contract. He's like, no, motherfucker, give me the microphone. Okay? He's anti-hero? I don't see him being Joker either, right? That's an anti-hero, right? Or Deadpool's an anti-hero, right? They got to do most of the sale out of state. I know. It's thank you. I'm on that one, sir. You know, I reach it on air. But I just don't see anybody telling me this man is a face. Roman is not a face or a tweener. He is just the only tribal heel chief life. I agree with it. It's everything about this was heel. Everything about this was heel. And Cody needs Roman. Roman does not need Cody. However, man, if you got seats and tickets to Bad Blood next month, that's going to be one banging ass fucking pay-per-view. All right? Talked to executive consultant about this today. We're not talking about, you know, if it ain't the big four, typically we kind of shoulder shrug a lot of pay-per-views. Bad Blood used to be in your house. We know that NXT took over in your houses. Bad Blood was a good in your house. We already got a Hell in a Cell match we get from Raw that's coming between CM Punk and DM Hunk. All right. We got now a tag team match for this right now. We got the world title match. How they put Nia Jackson match on there. This is shaping to be a very, very good Bad Blood. I am loving where this thing is going right now. Roman signs it. It's going to be the tag team Hurt Around World. Let's go there. Roman walks out the building. Guys, we're going to take our first break of the day because my number one moment of the week, we're going to talk about 10 years, the New Day. We're talking about the greatest tag team, or one of the greatest tag teams, if not greatest, in WWE history. We're talking about one of the greatest factions in WWE history. And most important, we're talking about the only black team that does not have The Rock attached to it that fans still love. That's a big thing to say, and I think we're going to talk about it. That's why it's my number one, because I think a lot of stuff is going to happen with this. I think there's a lot of seeds have been planted, and we don't know where it's going to go. But we're going to just do what we do best, and that's speculate. We'll be right back, y'all.
Girl.
Thank you.
What?
Welcome to Wondering About WWE, and we are just wondering about WWE. I'm Michaela, and we're talking about Raw and SmackDown. The season premiere for Raw and SmackDown. I really enjoyed Raw. I usually just start talking about like the Judgment Day and what's happening with the Bloodline, but I really enjoyed was it a like street fight? It wasn't a street fight, but it was like a war match with the Wyatt Six and the American Made, but it was a mixed match. It was a mixed match, and I really enjoyed it. I liked what they did with Nikki, and I love the Wyatt Six. I've always loved Bray Wyatt and his storyline, so I'm really excited to see what happens next with the Wyatt Six. So I can't wait for next week or tonight to see if they get any recognition, or like they talk on the mic or something small, just to quench my thirst. And then we gotta move on to the Judgment Day, what's going on with them. So when it was the Finn and the Damian talk, I'm still going for the Terror Twins. I hate that name. I'm still going for them because I love Rhea. But what Finn said, he was validated. He should have said what he said, and he did it well. who's like, I'm not your sidekick anymore. Finn Balor's no one's sidekick. I love it, and I love his new entrance. I'm so excited for what happens up to the Judgment Day as well. I'm excited for Bad Blood, Liv Morgan, and Rhea for the title. I hope Rhea wins, but I also don't think she's going to. But that's just me. I really hope she wins though. And then Jey Uso came out to save the Terror Twins, so I'm excited we get to have more Jey Uso and Rhea and Damian, because I called that since Dom betrayed. I said, oh, Jay's gonna join them or something like that, but he's not like a heel either, so I don't understand what's really going on with them. I'm excited, and Jay won his match. I'm excited to see him go up against Braun Breaker. And then we have SmackDown, the Bloodline. I am so happy that Roman finally spoke on the mic. And I'm happy what he said. His promos, just like everything is still Roman. He's still being Roman Reigns. And I'm so excited for SmackDown as well. Hopefully he can talk more. One of the things about SmackDown I didn't like is the Cody and Roman teaming up. It's obvious Roman doesn't like Cody. It's obvious they don't like each other. I'm not excited for that match, them working as a team. But like, I'm glad Roman actually has an official match. I'm glad he got to talk on the mic. But teamed up with Cody, it should have just been Roman versus the whole Bloodline, a handicap match. He doesn't need Cody, and I don't care what anyone says, he does not need Cody Rhodes to beat the Bloodline. As he said, it's family business. But I can't, you already know I can't talk about it all like here, like this, so let's go back over.
Let me just say this, y'all. I don't coach her. I don't speak to her. She closes her door. Shout out to my baby girl recognizing that them Eagles play tonight and put on that Eagles hat. First of all, you know, we live in Florida and she has a Scully cat on. I know she was hot in that damn room with all that damn hair. I'm hot out here. Okay. Second, okay, I just love how she think, yo. Like, it's like, I'm so proud of that little girl, yo. I am so proud of that little girl. Her wrestling knowledge as this continues to be the show for the intelligent wrestling fan. That's that's my baby. But there she go. So I want to dive in before we get into the weekend wrestling coming up after this segment here. And I want to talk about the New Day. That's why it's my number one moment of the week. Okay, because Kofi is the one going to turn heel. It's Kofi. We're thinking 10 years in the New Day. Look at this. This is something, let's just be 100% honest, right? No one wanted this the way that it came out. Okay? We saw them on the announce table talking. Every person who was black, every person who's a black wrestling fan said Nation of Domination. I know I said it. I know others had said it. And we got the New Day. It was a breath of fresh air, if you will, so to speak. It was something different. We hadn't seen it. Pancakes, rainbows, and unicorns, black guys. This was taboo in the black community. And they showed that you could be yourself. I remember having a video of my daughter with her New Day's unicorn going, New Day rocks. New. And I said, damn, it's been 10 years? It's been 10 years, the New Day. We can talk about DX. We can talk about the NWO. We can talk about the Hart Foundation. None of them. The Shield. None of them. He's going to turn heel. Been around as long as the New Day as a collective of a faction. Yes, DX has been here for 30, 25 years. They wasn't together for all that time. They broke up. They had different people. They were off TV. They're old. They're now producers. And just think about it. DX now, I was up all night. Are running wrestling between Raw and SmackDown. Like, what the hell? I did not have sex with that woman. They're running SmackDown, okay? The guys need to pull their pants down and jump off the censors so you can purposely see their asses away from USA Network censors. They're running wrestling. They did not last as long as the New Day. I think we should give them their credit. I think they deserve their due. And that moment last week for me, when I saw Kofi come in there and said, oh, we have a tag team match. And Xavier said, but I thought we talked about going for singles titles. But okay, I guess we could do this one more time. And look at the faces that Kofi's have been making lately. We are all pinted because Karrion Kross, Big E still 900%. It sucks. 100% it does suck. It does. I don't think he's ever going to wrestle again. Okay, I think that's the consensus, but we all know with wrestling, when they say never, that it's never, never. So hopefully one day he can get back in there, and hopefully soon, honestly, because I do think, sadly, with a tear in my eye, they're going to break up the New Day. And it's going to be the person who was the original, I won't say he led the New Day, but at the time, he was the biggest star in the New Day, right? Kofi doesn't get no credit for that. Kofi was the star. Big E wasn't a star at this time. He was an up-and-comer, and Xavier had no love from wrestling fans. Constant Chris's Creed? We're talking about the guy who didn't wear a condom when they smashed the homies on Page. Yeah, I'm going to bring it up every single time I talk about Xavier Woods, y'all, because that was nasty. They smashed the homies without a condom, okay? But at least he's getting some skins, right? But no one knew nothing about Xavier Woods other than that sex tape. And you could just see it in Xavier's face, right? He does. Wrestling fans, they want Xavier to have a single run. Up, up, down, down is the main reason New Day has lasted so long. Maybe. I wouldn't say up, up, down, down. I would say merchandising. Grand Body P live in the UK while I got a billboard. If he doesn't, it would be Royal Rumble in the Big Pop. See, because it's merchandise. And I know people have their own takes on merchandising and getting over. Right? And of course, I have mine. This is the Mike Knoxxx Show, so I'm going to enclose them to you again. If you're not good in the ring, if you cannot tell a story in the ring, what changes they make? If you don't put butts in the seat, guess what comes with putting butts in the seat, y'all? Merchandise. The New Day. We're talking about Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns. I'm trying to think of all the people who's been there the last 10 years. John Cena, Randy Orton. These three black men were in the top 3 for merchandise sales. They came out with a belt, and within an hour, their tag team belts had sold out. They sold cereal called Bootios, and it sold out. This is bigger than what you guys think it is, and I think we need to pay attention and give some credit where it's due, because we are seeing the last of a dying breed. In that time span, Vaughn, I think you are right. I think they did outsell John Cena. At one point, I believe him. And I don't, I'm not a fact checker like that, so I got all you guys there for me. I think they were the number one merchandise sales in that company for like a person of like a year. They even made and sold 2 belts on up. Yeah, even the up, down, down belt was sold. Okay, because of this. But it's sad because you can see it right here. And this is how good the New Day is, right? It all looks like it's Kofi just being Kofi. And Xavier being the one that's like getting mad. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Guess what? I don't give a fuck if I'm wrong because it's wrestling, right? I mean, hello, Road Dogg? I mean, I can call him if I wanted to, right? But I don't choose to do that kind of stuff. I want to be surprised like you guys. Now, here's what it is about being a papa, right? That makes you feel good. Dice, you'll get there soon when my nephew gets older. My kids think I'm like a guru. They have no idea that I'm just lucky, right? They be like, "Dad, you're always right." No, I'm wrong a lot of times, okay? But a lot of times I tell them there's breadcrumbs. When it comes to wrestling, it's storytelling. We have to follow the buzzards. And they've given us this so good. The same way we knew that Cody was, or CM Punk was coming back, right? They led so many things to tell us this with words that were being said. These guys, it's over for the New Day. It's over for Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston. And I hope and pray that I am wrong, because they are the best thing, one of the best things, this company has had in 10 years. And guys, we want to sit here, and I'm one of them who gets mad that Bobby Lashley is not signed. I'll put a post. If you have not, please, if you're on Facebook, please go like and join the Mike Knoxxx group page, please. If you have not, check your inbox. I know I've sent all you guys invites, right? But as I put into that page, right? And the reason why I made that group is because I found out how money works on Facebook, and it doesn't work on my pages. It has to be in a group, which is or it's kind of stupid that way, whatever. So I had to revamp some things there. So please go ahead there and follow that page too and join that group as well. But I put in there as far as how things move with Bobby Lashley, and I've always said this, that Bobby Lashley, yes, less charisma, was the black Brock Lesnar. And that offends people when I say that. But when I'm looking at two big size, meaty men that can do great things in a wrestling ring. It's still all led by storytelling. Are you sitting here telling me that Bobby could not have pulled off some of the things they gave Brock Lesnar? I'm not going to believe that. There's nothing you can tell me that's going to make me believe. I'm not saying that I'm a Brock Lesnar fan. I'm a super Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar's a legend. Brock Lesnar, if you want to talk about it, he could be on the GOAT list if you look at his achievements and the people that he's beaten and things of that nature. We don't put him there because he's short-lived, he's a part-timer, he's never really held tag team gold, things like, other belts. That man's only been a world champion. No other belt matters to him. All right? Bobby Lashley is that damn good. And other than Bobby Lashley, right? Other than Farouk. Other than
just bring it, bitch.
Who have we had to look up to? Oh, I know. These
guys. Yo, it's crime time. EST. Soul Man, Rocky Johnson. It's the honky tonk man.
Play that a little bit later. But my point is, it's very few in between of black people we can say have been there. And I'm always getting accused. I'm the oldest guy in my friends group a lot of times, right? So I'm on all these old jokes. By the way, they're getting fucking old. The old jokes are getting old, all right? But that comes with experience, right? And I've seen more things than most people. Booker T, thank you. Didn't mean to skip him by. King Booker, right? But the list is not as long, right? I remember Dice a couple weeks back on the SmackDown show talking about, like, what the fuck? I mean, as a kid, you want me to cheer for Coco? Be right there? Came up with a parrot. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Bad News Brown. I like Bad News Brown, right? The Natural Butch Reed. Iceman King Parsons, right? I mean, they're out there, but they're not greats of the business. The New Day are greats of the business. We're going to take a break right here. We're going to come back with that said Week in Wrestling, which you just played a little bit of commercial. We're going to play the rest of it right now, and we'll be back and finish the rest of the show off, y'all, here on the Mike Knoxxx Show. We'll be right back.
Yo, it's crime time. EST. Soul Man, Rocky Johnson. It's the honky tonk man. NWO. Can you smell what The Rock is cooking? UPR and Around the Blocks give to you This Week in Wrestling History with King Von.
Hello there, everyone. What's up, everybody? This is King Von Jr., the Victorious Ones podcast and Perfect Plex Talk Radio, here to give you the week in wrestling history. On September 15th, 1998, Jacqueline defeated Sable on Monday Night Raw to win the vacant WWF Women's Championship, becoming the first champion since the belt was thrown in the trash by Medusa in WCW on Nitro. And of course, Jacqueline was also the first black woman to become the WWF Women's Champion as well. Anyway. Of course, on the same day in 2013, the Night of Champions took place, and Daniel Bryan defeated Randy Orton to reclaim the WWE World Heavyweight Championship with a fast count. From referee Scott Armstrong. And of course, the belt was eventually returned to Orton due to the fast count the next night. And of course, on September 16th, 1995, ECW held Gangsta's Paradise. And of course, on this show, saw Rey Mysterio and Psychosis make the ECW debuts, and of course, with Mysterio winning. On the same day in 1996, Sting turns back on WCW, something Undertaker would never do. Yeah, but anyway, like I said, Sting turns back on WCW. Of course, this is part of the storyline involving the fake Sting, and so of course, Sting got a promo. Talking about how his fans, that doubted him, everything like that. And of course, this is when he eventually became the Vigilante Sting. And of course, this was kicked off a year-long storyline with the NWO. So as far as that, and then. On the same day in 2003, we had the Iron Man match between Brock Lesnar and Kurt Angle. As we mentioned just now, Brock Lesnar. Lesnar defeated Angle to win the WWE championship, and this is considered to be it's going to be considered by many to be arguably the greatest Iron Man match ever in the conversation. Of course, Brock won 5-4 in that match. Of course, on the same day in 2012, Night of Champions took place. The main event, John Cena and CM Punk fought to a draw for the WWE Championship. And of course, on September 17th, 1981, Nature Boy Ric Flair defeated Dusty Rhodes to win his first NWA World Heavyweight Championship. He's got the Flair shirt. But anyway, of course, on September 18th, 1994, Fall Brawl War Games took place. In the main event, so Dusty Rhodes and the Nasty Boys defeat Terry Funk, Arn Anderson, Bunkhouse Buck, and Colonel Rob Parker. And of course, Steve Austin defeated Ricky Steamboat for the U.S. Championship by countout. Of course, on the same day in 2005, Unforgiven took place, and Ric Flair defeated Carlito for his first Intercontinental Championship, becoming the oldest Intercontinental Champion of all time. September 19th, 1993, Fall Brawl took place in Houston, Texas. And of course, that was the same night at War Games. Sting's War Games team defeated Sting's War Games team of Davey Boy Smith and Dusty Rhodes defeated Sid Vicious, Vader, and Harley Heat. And of course, Ravishing Rick Rude defeated Ric Flair for the short-lived WWE International World Heavyweight Championship. On September 20th, 1993, in Japan, Hashimoto defeated Great Muta and ended his 400-day IWGP Heavyweight Championship reign. And of course, that same day, 1997, at one night only in England, Shawn Michaels defeated David Boy Smith for the European Championship, making himself the first ever Grand Slam champion. On the same day, in 1999, the Rock Sock Connection defeated Undertaker and The Big Show to win the second WWE Tag Team Championship. As far as birthdays, September 15th, Teddy Long turns 77. September 19th, Renee Young turns 39. Joe Briscoe turns 78. Eva Marie turns 40, believe it or not. Of course, on September 20th, Arn Anderson turns 66. Greg Valentine turns 73, and Joel Gertner turns 49. And that's your week in wrestling history. Mike Knoxxx, back to you.
Yo, it's crime time. EST. Soul Man, Rocky Johnson. It's the Honky Tonk Man, NWO. Can you smell what The Rock is cooking? UPR and Around the Blocks give to you This Week in Wrestling History with King Von.
Welcome to the SmackDown Penitentiary.
My baby, the lovely, luscious, thick-assed, my shaved head queen, Bailey. And everybody in the chat, pipe it up. Everybody in the chat. I know a lot of y'all be watching on Twitter. Y'all be commenting, but pipe it up in the chat. Whenever Bailey is on our screen, we simply would like to say hashtag I love you, Pamela Martinez. Sabrina, I was in panic mode. I was in panic mode. I ain't seen Bailey in 3 weeks, and in them 3 weeks, Elektra Lopez was stealing all the spotlight. She almost had me converted. I will be so pissed if Bailey has to leave SmackDown. I can no longer talk about my shaved head queen. If I can't talk about Bailey on SmackDown, I don't know what use I have for the SmackDown Penitentiary anymore. I'm not no way I'm gonna go every week without speaking about Pamela Martinez, and I can't sit there and I can't do backstage work on the Mike Knoxxx show while he's talking and he'll skim right over Pamela Martinez. He won't give her no love. I can't depend on EC and Freckle to do it because I don't know what the hell they got going on over in Raw. So I'll have to take it upon myself to make sure I continue to give my shaved head queen some love.
Boots and hoes, I gotta have me my boots and hoes.
Listen, I don't have to speak about her because you do, right? But you know what you never speak about? My BGM. Hey, BGM. Or for those who know the know, TPE. TPE. You thought I was going to forget about that from last night? TPE. Inbox that for those information. What that's about, all right? So, and Vaughn, what a wonderful week in wrestling as well. Wow, Vaughn, we've been together for a long ass time, y'all. Like, for real. Like, I really want to thank right now. I don't know what's going on. I appreciate the live views right now. I like to say I got paid and I could have paid for them, but I didn't get paid, so I didn't pay for them, so I can't say that. So whoever you are, thanks for coming back. And for those who hate the Mike Knoxxx Show, well, frankly, I just want to tell you the truth about something that you should already know. If you don't like the Mike Knoxxx Show, then frankly, look in the mirror because you don't like yourself.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. No wonder you get D's and everything.
Truth. It's the truth. And always remember one thing, and most importantly, because it's true. I gotta say this because I say a lot of shit.
Breaking news. This just in. The thoughts and opinions of Mike Knoxxx solely belong to Mike Knoxxx and does not represent Unpopular Reviews Wrestling in any way. Now back to the show for the intelligent wrestling fans.
Charmaine, do me a favor because you and Jeffrey are the two of the biggest fans we have here. Jeffrey, you too. Okay? Please inbox me or DM me your addresses. Okay? I have some stuff I want to give away for you guys. I've been sitting on some merchandise and stuff, and I want to just give it away. It's been sitting in my house for too long, and I want to give it away. So please DM me your addresses. I have some merchandise I want to give you. I got some signed autographs. I got a lot of good stuff to get away and to be told. And I got another York Line jacket to give away as well. Okay. So, Freckle, I'll see you in a few months. Okay. For those who don't know, I'm about to be a grandfather also. All right. I mean, I'm really getting old now, right? Yeah. Free merch. Look at Todd. Free merch. Where have you been, Todd? We've been giving this shit away. Right, Dice? Am I wrong? Right? We be like, where you at? I had a whole wheel and everything. Some random motherfucker won. And guess what, y'all? He didn't send me his address. So guess what? I still got a jacket to give away. Okay. So there it is. So Todd, I don't know. Maybe next week, if you're here and you're listening, I'll do a questionnaire. And the first one in the chat that hits it, that Dice can see, puts it up on the board, will get the jacket. Dice and Vaughn, you cannot be a part of this. And to be honest with you, you can't even fit what the fuck I got to give away. Okay? Someone like myself, maybe Dennis, could fit it. No offense, Dennis, we just some big boys. You know what I'm saying? So, that's all I'm saying. Them two backstage told me that it's a petite ass motherfuckers. They're all petite. One's petite and one's like, what's the other word for petite? It ain't, I want to use small. I know they're going to say, I've been short my whole life. I'm not calling him short. I'm just saying he's petite and shit. Okay. Excuse me. As my Eagles get ready to play tonight. Oh yeah, Vaughn. How about them Cowboys? I ain't gonna laugh yet. I'll laugh more tomorrow if we win tonight. So I ain't gonna make fun of your ass, and I still got a game to play. Okay, so I didn't know I was even gonna be here tonight, y'all, because like I said, my wedding anniversary, 21 years, is this week. My wife has been dealing with some health issues and things like that. So this is like a getaway for me. The video game is like a getaway for me, and so for all my friends who have known what's been going on, I appreciate your prayers and your, helping me out here and there as I need you. For at the end of the day, I said this from the beginning, Vaughn, you've been here. I've always said, to you guys see Mike Knoxxx and you see I may come off arrogant and brash, but the truth about Mike Knoxxx is that I'm very bold. I am very opinionated, and I speak my mind. A lot of people cannot take that, but I'm very, very humble, and I care sometimes too much for people. I really do. Sometimes I care too much, and sometimes my friends who don't care the way that I care, it upsets me. But I can't. It's not their job to care how I care. It's not their job as friends to think how I think. And that's for anybody that's out there. If you have friends, whatever, of course you got friends, right? You're not going to get along with everybody. You're not going to have the same thought process as everybody. Wrestling fans, you're the biggest. Like, I don't know who's worse. Wrestling fans or 2K community. I don't know which one's worse, Dice. The wrestling fans or the 2K community, right? Both are fucking pretty shitty. But wrestling fans, to get, and most of us meet each other and you guys are listening because I say things that you like, right? So you listen to the Mike Knoxxx Show. I'm going to put an example here. I love a guy on YouTube called the John Campea Show. I love John Campea. I've been listening to John Campea since he was on AMC Live 14 years ago. He's my go-to for anything in entertainment in Hollywood. I don't agree with the fuck he has to say. Sometimes I think that the fuck he's saying is fucking stupid. Well, that's a lie. I don't think it's fucking stupid. I think it's just like, what? You didn't like that? But that's his opinion. You should not judge Mike Knoxxx off of Mike Knoxx's opinion versus your opinion. It's an opinion. We all are entitled to those opinions. You know what opinion I have right now? Hey, D-Block, if you're listening, I get off air in 3 minutes. I'm going to beat your motherfucking ass for my Eagles. And I'm telling you right here, right now, while the commissioner's backstage listening, I am going to fucking beat your ass with 7 plays. It's that simple. I'm using 7 plays. They got me playing for my team, Vaughn. I got to play for my Eagles to beat my Eagles. Well, guess what, boy? I got 7 plays. You better be able to stop for 4 quarters. That's an average of 3 plays a quarter. Actually, I don't know if the math comes out. I don't think that's right. I think I did my math wrong. I'm from Chicago. That's not fair. I had public education. Okay, ain't like my kids. They all smart and shit. I'm just intelligent from the streets. Okay, but no. Long story short, yo, the New Day is about to break up, and it's sad. But I want to. He said, "Cause he's serving out plates." Right? This is why it's number 1, yo. Because my man said, this is sad because Kofi Kingston, I can't even imagine Kofi being healed. Maybe that's why nobody sees it coming. It just looks like it's going to be Xavier Woods. Check that mail for me, too.
And you're mute. Can't hear you, Mike.
You're muted.
Oh, he's in a lot of different avenues of people, so everybody just assumes it's going to be Xavier Woods, right? I love what he said. He said, you know, last week when you were at your Dragon Con, you know who else was at Dragon Con? My man Freckles was at Dragon Con. He said, you was at your Dragon Con with all your conjures, and while you were doing that, I was back here doing business. You could see oh, you got lust in your eyes. You got lust in your eyes, Cody. You know, and that's a shame. And when you think about that punk ass motherfucker named H.H.
On their feet. On a man. Oh, what
the? Yeah, we got rid of that Shawn Michaels after wheelchair shit. Vaughn requested it, y'all. I'm letting y'all know that right now. It wasn't my idea. It was Vaughn's. So if y'all don't like that, we're no longer going to show Bret Hart getting kicked out of a wheelchair because Vaughn said, Michael, I think it's disrespectful.
That's an atrocity. Why? That is a great moment.
Yeah, Sean kicking the races is a better moment than that. So, but hey.
And with that being said, y'all, I want to say thank you, as always, for tuning in to the Mike Knoxxx Show. Again, I want to just say this publicly again. I love my wife. I love her. I love her. I love her. And 21 years, y'all. I started off this show by saying 21. I've been doing this shit right here. What, Vaughn, 14, 15 years at this point? So when I tell you that Mike Knoxxx knows how to, you know, be committed to some things, Mike Knoxxx knows how to be committed to some things. And I love that. So, guys, I'm going to get out of here. You know, to always say, do not wake up tomorrow morning and say to yourself, I love me some me and don't love God. I am out of here, y'all, forever and day. Never forget 2 things about Mike Knoxxx.
I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than
Favorite thing. If you're not down with that, guess what? You just a stupid motherfucker. I kicked in the head. We out of here, y'all. I see y'all. I see y'all next.
drums, please.
Viewers may find the following video disturbing.
This ain't nothing but healthy conversation. Yeah. Perfect Plex Radio. We about to go live on him. Mike Knoxxx. That's with 3 X's because he's hardcore. Are y'all ready? We about to give y'all something special. You ready? Let's go! You ready? Let's go! At the money, now you're all what you getting in. Perfect Plex Radio, got them listening. Mike Knoxxx, from Cena to The Rock, or whatever wrestler is hot. News and interviews, this a one-stop shop.
Lose it, bite my tongue for no one. I put you on blast.